Welcome back everyone to the Audacious Money Witch channel where we talk about investing and trading and a lot of fun things. This is what I picture. When I think about the state of inflation right now, it's probably because of headlines like this. This sticky inflation seems more real the longer it goes, and here's what that looks like after peaking at 9% annual inflation and the Fed hiking interest rates to try to bring that inflation down. It did go down, but now we've been stuck in this 3% range for 10 months. Remember, the target is 2%. From February to March, it actually went up from 3.2% to 3.5%. So remember, those interest rate cuts that were supposed to happen this year that would make buying a new Tesla or Rivian more reasonable. Now the timing and number of cuts could be in jeopardy. If this latest hot inflation report says anything, it's that inflation going down is not a foregone conclusion. Here I lined up the infamous inflation episode of the 1970s. With what's happening this cycle, the past looked very similar, but then look at what happened. Next inflation climbed back up over the next 4 years to 14%. And it took another 3 years after that to get it down into the twos. Rising inflation didn't deter consumers who continued shopping at a more rapid pace than anticipated. We have retail sales jump 0.7% in March, much higher than expected headline, which caused TLT to go down 1.8%, breaking this downtrend line, signaling the interest rate is going higher for longer, which is really bad news for Tesla stock and worse news for Rivian stock, because Rivian stock seems to be traded at the exact same direction as Tesla stock these days. Rivian stock down over 8% due to the fact that it's a long way from reaching profitability. Tesla stock was down more than 5% by a series of internal changes that included plans to slash more than 10% of their global workforce, with a total of 15,000 people and the departure of prominent executives. What's more, we are finally back to a fear-driven market. What a breath of fresh air. The shakeup comes as Tesla's growth prospects have dimmed and the electric vehicle market has cooled. Tesla's once inevitable profit margins have also narrowed in recent quarters as the company has resorted to deep price cuts to stimulate the sales. Tesla CEO Elon Musk, who has warned of notably lower growth this year, sent an email Monday to employees informing them about job cuts and citing the need to reduce costs and increase productivity. Hours later, Drew Baglino, a senior vice president, an 18-year company veteran, posted on X saying he had made the difficult decision to leave Tesla. Baglino, who frequently joined Musk on earnings calls and at events, had been a stabilizing force in a company known for high executive churn. As the head of powertrain and energy engineering, he oversaw initiatives including Tesla's efforts to manufacture its own battery cells. The 43-year-old Baglino was named to the company's leadership team in 2019. Another top executive, Rohan Patel, who oversaw policy and business development, also posted on X Monday bidding colleagues farewell. Musk, in a reply, thanked him for everything he did for Tesla. The two executive departures follow the exit of Zach Kirkhorn, who stepped down as CFO last summer and had been discussed as a possible successor to Musk as CEO.
But it means that Drew Baglino is not next in line to be the CEO of Tesla if Elon Musk ever decided to step down. So now we can start having conversations about who that future person might be, if at all Elon Musk ever decides that he doesn't want to be the CEO of Tesla.
They were actually talking about Elon Musk leaving Tesla and who is going to replace him as the CEO. We never thought the founder of the Honest Company, Jessica Alba, ever would step down as CCO in the company, but she did. Who's to say that Elon Musk won't ever step down as the CEO of Tesla? Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO of Amazon in 2021.
I personally would like to see him step down. Whether that's possible, that's really up to the board.
Baglino, like other Tesla executives, was compensated largely with stock and the car maker since becoming an officer.
Sorry, I don't understand.
It's all in the document. You take that severance package and you leave Hooli immediately.
I didn't really do anything at Hooli, so...
This settlement offer is quite generous.
Hey, no, I know. I mean, $2 million is a lot of money.
20 million?
20?
He has sold more than $130 million of Tesla shares. According to Equilar, as of Friday, he held the shares and vested stock options valued at more than $113 million. Woo! About every 5 years, we need to reorganize and streamline the company for the next phase of growth, Musk said on X. As the electric vehicle market has cooled, Musk has pushed to increase adoption of a souped-up version of the company's driver assistance software called full self-driving. The promise of this technology and the hope that the company will one day develop fully autonomous vehicles has underpinned Tesla's lofty market valuation. Employees recently were told to give priority to robotaxi project.
You've said cars are an area ripe for disruption. How important is it that Apple not miss out?
We're focusing on autonomous systems. Clearly, one purpose of autonomous systems is self-driving cars. We sort of see it as the mother of all AI projects. It's probably one of the most difficult AI projects, actually, to work on.
A moonshot is an idea so big, so bold, as to be impossible until it is not.
It's been a
How
long
long
time.
do I have to stay here? Because lunch...
And come on up here, Baghead. He also co-founded Pied Piper right here at Hooli.
You are being promoted. Being named co-head dreamer carries with it a significant pay increase, greater equity, more favorable vesting schedule.
So what is my job exactly?
That's up to you. You can do whatever you want.
Tesla had more than 140,000 employees globally as of the end of 2023. Tesla has made layoffs in some previous years, including in 2018, 9% workforce in 2019, 7% workforce in 2022, when Musk told employees he planned to cut 10% of salaried workers. Tesla earlier this month reported its first year-over-year decline in quarterly deliveries since 2020, stoking concern about the company's prospects this year. The EV maker delivered around 387,000 vehicles globally in the first 3 months of 2024, down 8.5% from a year earlier. It was the company's lowest quarterly performance since the third quarter of 2022. The world's most valuable automaker has shown signs of stress as growth in the overall EV market is slowing and automakers are scaling back investment plans. The company has an aging lineup and faces fierce competition, especially in China, where homegrown EVs have become very popular. China's BYD briefly surpassed Tesla as the world's largest EV seller in the last quarter of last year. Though Tesla has since reclaimed the title, Tesla's executives have described the company as being between two growth waves, and the first driven by the company's popular Model 3 car and Model Y crossover, and the second by its next generation of vehicles. This next generation has been expected to include both a robotaxi and a less expensive model designed to extend Tesla's reach into the mass market. Musk said in his email that workers remaining at Tesla faced a difficult job ahead as Tesla is developing some of the most revolutionary technology in auto, energy, and artificial intelligence. Analysts are looking for more clarity on Tesla's strategy, noting that a lower-cost car is important for its near-term growth. A robotaxi, which Musk said earlier this month Tesla plans to reveal in August, could have a longer adoption curve. Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jonas wrote in a recent research note, "While we are prepared for Tesla to unveil an actual physical robotaxi prototype this summer, we would urge caution on potential commercialization timelines for a fully autonomous taxi service." In China, the number of Tesla vehicles, both made and sold in the country, slid for 2 consecutive quarters from a year earlier, based on the data from the China Passenger Car Association. Senior managers in China said they were told by Tesla in recent months to identify roles that are critical to their teams. Some of them said they were asked to rank their team members in order of performance. Shares of most electric vehicle makers have been weak all year. Rivian stock has tumbled over 60% so far in 2024. Meanwhile, General Motors stock has jumped by more than 90% this year, while Toyota Motor stock is up by over 32%. Gas vehicles are beating EVs. Woohoo! This performance is happening because of the ongoing weakness in the EV market around the world. Gas-powered vehicles are helping to offset the weak performance of Ford's EV products. Ford said that it would delay all its electric SUVs to focus on hybrids. General Motors produced 594,000 vehicles in the first quarter, most of which were vehicles with a gas engine inside. If consumers are already saying no to EV now, in order to have an EV future, that means the innovation of technology must happen, which means better battery chemistry, which produces longer range EVs, or the level 5 fully autonomous FSD self-driving cars ready to the public and approved by the governments. Those are still very hard problems to solve. If Elon Musk steps down without solving these problems first, then Tesla and all the EV stocks will be dead money. Now let's look at the most recent Tesla stock chart. The prices are stuck in between the mother of all the wedges. If we are down to the trend line, the support price is at 150, but if we break down from 150, then we might really be going under 100. If Elon failed to sell investors Tesla robotaxi network will work in the next couple of months, or the margin continues to slip, or the unthinkable, if the revenue actually declines, then we are going under 150. But Tesla fanboys will say Cathie Wood said Tesla is going to 2,000. Maybe it will. That's why I'm not selling my Tesla stock. In fact, I will be a buyer at 150 and lower. The risk is, what if she is wrong? Like she is wrong about oil and inflation. We had Kathy Wood here during 2021 bubble, and she said on July 15, 2020, oil demand probably hit a secular peak last year, and thanks to EVs now, is in secular decline, though ARC has no formal forecast. I believe that oil prices are on their way back to $12 a barrel, the level reached after 1973 oil cartel crisis or lower. Now that EVs are taking off, now oil price is over $85 a barrel, and inflation is killing EVs.